Now, Thailand and Cambodia have agreed to hold a meeting on Wednesday of defense officials aimed at resuming the ceasefire in the long-lasting border conflict. Fighting reignited this month, shattering an earlier truce, killing more than 40 people and displacing over 900,000 on both sides. Thailand and Cambodia are in dispute over a 817-kilometre-long borderline drawn in 1907 by then colonial French rulers of Cambodia. And for more on this, we can speak to journalist Tommy Walker, who is in Bangkok. It's good to see you, Tommy. You've just returned from the border region. What is the situation there right now?
Yes, absolutely. We were close to the border point between Thailand and Cambodia, about 3.5 hours drive from Bangkok in Saigon. And this, in usual times, is a big economic crossing, the border of Aranyapathet and in Thailand and Cambodia's Poipet. But now it's a conflict zone. There was heavy outgoing fire. Thailand accuses Cambodia of returning fire with its BM-21 missiles. Cambodia accuses Thailand of using its fighter jets into the city of Poipet. And that's only 3.5 hours away from Bangkok. So that part of the 800-kilometre border has certainly seen more intense conflict in recent days and weeks. And there is fighting continuing, throughout the border as well. We were actually in a bomb shelter only a few days ago. There are still some people in these border towns hoping that the fighting will subside. But right now, it doesn't seem that that's going to end, certainly until these ceasefire talks conclude.
Right. And to that effect, direct peace negotiations between Thailand and Cambodia are scheduled to take place today. What outcome is expected from this meeting of defense officials?
Well, yes, the meeting will go on for 3 days. We're expecting Saturday for the high-level meetings between militaries to conclude then, and hopefully both sides will have reached an agreement, certainly to de-escalate. I think that would be the minimum that is expected from both sides, perhaps to reduce the use of heavy weapons and then maybe move towards a ceasefire. But there are conditions expected from both sides. Thailand especially has repeated itself, saying that it wants Cambodia to meet 3 of its conditions, and that is to declare the ceasefire first, to be continuous with the ceasefire, to show action with it, and also to assist with landmine removal. So that's, what Thailand's conditions are. There has been some concern about where this meeting was going to take place, but Cambodia did accept that it would be taking place in Chantaburi, which is on the Thailand side of the Thailand-Cambodia border. So at least they'll be meeting later today. And again, we'll probably hear more over Christmas and by Saturday.
Tommy, in October, both sides signed a ceasefire agreement, which was brokered by Malaysia and the US, led by President Donald Trump. Why did that deal not last?
Well, first and foremost, these disputes were, for territory, temples, borderlines have been going on for decades, centuries even. And there's many disputes along their shared 800-kilometre border. The ceasefire that was initially made in July and then in October, brokered by US President Donald Trump, it got the fighting to stop. But because, as I mentioned, landmines have been one trigger point where Thai soldiers have been getting injured by landmines on the border. They've accused Cambodia of newly planting them. And then there's been small arms fire on a couple of different occasions as well, which has then led into this full arms conflict once again. So the peace deal, the ceasefire deal that was signed in October, Thailand did say that it was just a pathway to peace. It wasn't ultimate peace. Because these tensions have been going on for so long, it did feel that it was probably a little bit rushed, and an ultimate ceasefire needs to take time and needs really, it really needs to be ironed out rather than just, an international rushed deal. That's what Thailand feels. Cambodia has certainly said that it feels Thailand is the aggressor here and that it's adhering to the ceasefire deal in October. But both sides have accused each other of breaking it. So these are long-standing tensions, essentially, and there needs to be more than just a diplomatic signing of agreements for the fighting and the tensions to stop permanently.
All right, that is Tommy Walker in Bangkok for us. Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you.